just in between. I only used 2 coats of base because it actually covered well. Anyway, skylights really pull in quite nice because this used to be really dark, real dark in here. I contacted another guy and my phone service was out, and gonna get a quote, cut those trees down, top them off. If he doesn't come out, then I guess I'll have to find time to do it myself because I don't like heights. Let me explain a little something. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Just because I say don't mean it's motherfucking true. Just because Houdinki down the road says it's true, it doesn't mean it's true. People will tell you pressure pot are old school technology. Yes, but no. Okay, I'll explain myself in a minute. The pressure pot setup is way cheap. Okay, we got a 2100 back in the 80s. Yeah, I know. I said 1980. That was a ship. That gun was a ship. The shit. It had a cup on it on the bottom, and then they come out with the 2100. Okay, that's a new version. The cheap guns you can get for $200, or you can get a Wada Supernova for 7 to 9. Okay, the Wada Supernova does lay out nicer for metallics. That is correct. Okay, now back in the day, I own these words. Anybody want to challenge me? Do so. Okay, Binks used to be the leader in painting cars. Okay, people say that's not the answer, that's fine. Okay, it's just the way I was taught. The industrial world uses that. There was a Binks 2.5 gallon. I used to shoot out of because I didn't know any better. I didn't know about the top loaders and things like that and blah, blah, blah. Okay, to this day, you go ahead and search anywhere you want, Amazon, Google, eBay, whatever you would like to search, and prove it to me and call me a liar because I like to fight. No, I don't like to fight. No, that is incorrect. I'm sorry. I don't like people spreading things that they know nothing about. Like I've said before, I'll tell you what I do know. I won't tell you what I don't know. I won't guess. But I know this aspect of the industrial world. To this day, Binks is still the leader in the industrial world. Here's my facts. I lived this era. Used to spray Honda Gold Wing motorcycle mirrors and cars mirrors. They run a pressure pot because it's consistent. They're not worried about the cost or how much paint and stuff they're losing. They're not worried about. They're worried about downtime. So I learned how to spray with pressure pot. I'm very comfortable with it. Now, people will tell you that Wada Supernova and solid jet is the answer. It is for automotive. It is. Don't get me wrong. That's a small item. This is what I mean by small item. If you go into the boat industrial, or the motor homes that are custom painted, things like that, airplanes, what do you think they're painting with? Cup gun? No. They got a big area to spray over. They're running pressure pot. Now Binks kind of got their ass kicked, got bought out, but they veered off the automotive and went to the big industrial, because that's where they started out, if you really look. If you know anything about Binks, because I've used Binks for my whole life pretty much. There's a place and time for everything. But you go look, search, these big industrial places that are spraying these speedboats, scarab boats, custom motor homes for movie stars, airplanes. See what they're using? It's all pressure pot. Because they got a big area to spray at one time. They ain't got time to fucking be going up and down the ladder with a goddamn cup and fucking pouring in. No, they ain't got time for that shit. They're running out of big ass pressure pots. Because at work, we used to run out of 25 gallon pressure pots. They'd fill up in the beginning shift and they'd run all day. Because they don't want no downtime. What do you think robots are running off of? They spray parts. like in GM, Ford. What do you think they're running off a cup gun? No. They're running up a fucking robot. Going up and down, up and down. They're not spraying something, no. They're going up and down. They just got them set on different angles to catch all the area. Up and down, up and down. They're running out of what? But they got a big funnel? No. Pressure pop. So when people start saying that, you know, a 2100 gun or 2001 Binks gun is old technology, to a certain extent, but you know what I found in life? People that are not familiar with something will dog on it. That would be like me saying I don't like a Lamborghini. I never owned one. I never drove one. So how could I judge one? I can judge one how it looks, but that's all. That's my personal preference. But to say a Lamborghini sucks, never drove one. Never had the experience. And I find in society that a lot of people, they're not comfortable with change. And neither am I to a certain extent, but my mind is broad enough where I will listen and I'll learn. And there's certain people that I'll give you an example. Slow SRT. Said it before and I say it again. That's my go-to, man. What he tells me to do, I fucking do. He knows what the fuck he's talking about. There's a few other guys, but Slow SRT usually picks up the phone all the time. And if he isn't, he's at work still. Because I have a problem with modeling paint. And I always thought it was because I was putting too much paint on and it was modeling. It was just the opposite. And I only know what I know from my own experience until I talk to Slow SRT and other people. I'm not putting enough paint on because you need to put more base coat on to get the metallics to dry out. That's where for that longest time I was doing the same thing, getting the same fucking results, and it sucked. So that's when I started broadening my mind. Anyway, I'm gonna go in there and clear. I'll let you watch that. Hopefully the last video was clear. If I do this in 3 videos, 3 different days, who fucking knows? Probably nobody will watch it because everybody knows everybody knows what the fuck's going on. And the only reason I made these quote-unquote serious videos, something tells me there's somebody out there that really wants to learn. And I'm not saying I'm a fucking teacher, but this works for me. Either my shit looks good or it don't. You tell me. Enjoy the evening.